Good Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on this Wednesday, Veterans Day, November 11th, 2015. And I would like to take a moment to say thank you to all of our service veterans in the armed forces right now for helping to protect this great nation of ours. Thank you again, veterans. And on your way out the door this morning, skies are generally cloudy across the region. Most of the clouds are of the low to mid variety here, about 3,000 feet or so. We can find most of the moisture associated with yesterday's rain is now well off the New England coast, and the upper low here spinning into southeastern New York and away from the area too. So we have a little bit of a break, but still a lot of moisture in the low levels of the atmosphere, and as such the temperatures are meeting close to the dew points here. So we have temperatures this morning averaging from the upper 40s into the low 50s across the entire forecast region. Watches, warnings, and advisories from central Long Island out to western Long Island, including the back bays here at the New York Harbor and the New Jersey coast. We have small craft advisories in effect throughout the afternoon. We have gale warnings in effect from central and eastern Long Island out to the Cape for this afternoon as well. Latest radar mosaic combining the storm system off the coast with the upper low across New York is still pinwheeling around some very light rain across the Connecticut River Valley, down through the north shore of Long Island, through Long Island Sound, central portion into the ocean here. Basically, all of this is ground clutter here in New Jersey, and we're in a lull right now, and it looks like we're going to remain that way until later tonight, early tomorrow morning, when another cold front moves through with more showers. Yesterday was an interesting day around the region, especially if you lived in the Delmarva, especially during the morning hours into the early afternoon hours. We had some very heavy rain make its way across the Delaware area here, the northern mid-Atlantic into southern New Jersey. And we had a very interesting thunderstorm that propagated from, well, let's say just southwest of Philadelphia into the Trenton, Bucks County area, and then it weakened as it moved into northeastern New Jersey. It produced some 3/4 of an inch of hail in Mercer County, reported in Ewing, and we're going to get to that report in just a moment. While everything was quieting down in northeastern New Jersey yesterday afternoon with light rain and drizzle, we had a severe thunderstorm warning for central Mercer County in New Jersey issued by the National Weather Service at 2:07. And it would impact parts of Princeton, Ewing, Trenton, and there was some hail with this, and large hail and lightning. There was quite a lot of lightning with this, and obviously we have the storm reports to show you. And this is what it looked like yesterday afternoon, shortly after 2 o'clock, as it crossed from Bucks County into Mercer County. And this severe thunderstorm produced copious amounts of lightning, very heavy downpours briefly, as it was moving to the north and east with this watch box here at about 50 miles per hour, and reports in Ewing of about 3/4 of an inch of hail on the ground from this severe thunderstorm. One of the interesting facets of this thunderstorm development here across Bucks County into Mercer and then weakening as it moved into more stable air is we had a 500 millibar or 18,000 feet vorticity maximum jet streak running up through the region at the same time that this was providing all the lifting, and then hence into the denser, colder air that was capable of large updrafts in this particular thunderstorm as it briefly raced northeast. And I say briefly because it was moving at about 45 to 50 miles per hour, but it did damage in the Bucks County area and also especially into Ewing in Mercer County in New Jersey. I know this image is a little bit difficult to see, but this was from live lightning strikes or whatever.org, and it showed the amount of intense lightning strokes here, lightning strikes that were occurring with this particular thunderstorm yesterday afternoon. Morning surface chart from weatheroanoke.com and Digital Atmosphere Software shows the low now exiting well off the mid-Atlantic coast states, and we'll show you the tropical information on Kate in just a moment as it strengthened into a hurricane this morning at around 4 a.m. out in the Atlantic. We'll show you that. And as such, we have a little bit of an inverted trough here with still backspoking of precipitation exiting to our east this morning. High pressure building in across the Tennessee and Mississippi and Ohio River Valley area, pressing into the east briefly before the next cold shock comes in tomorrow and then through the weekend. Morning visible satellite imagery shows the breaks in the overcast to our south and west, although that is being obscured here by the cloud cover. And basically on the upper levels we're drying out slightly with downsloping air or drying air in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, but between that and the ridge axis moving in, we've got another area of moisture advection moving in from the southwest overnight tonight into tomorrow. We can see the pinwheeling of the moisture here on Doppler radar mosaic exiting to our east slowly as this low pressure area and the surface wave that was off the coast now begin to merge with the influences of Kate over the next 24 to 48 hours. So we're in a break right now, and it looks like we're going to remain that way throughout most of today. However, the cloud cover will remain in place. On the aviational weather deck this morning, we have lots of low clouds, some fog, and some light rain across the Hudson River Valley area. Central and eastern Long Island is shrouded in some of those low clouds and IFR conditions. MVFR conditions across the New York, New Jersey terminals here into Philadelphia as well. And basically what we're looking for is the MVFR ceilings to gradually lift to VFR conditions throughout most of the day, though the ceilings should remain at about 4,000 feet. The next concern, of course, will be the potential for low clouds or fog to develop after midnight tonight. It appears that more of the low stratus type of event, given the potential for lingering mid-level clouds, fog-prone terminal sites, mostly Millville and Atlantic City, could see some visibility restrictions overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Expect low clouds to move in from the west, so Allentown and Reading will likely be the first sites in our region to be affected, followed shortly after by the Delaware Valley sites like Philadelphia, Wilmington, North Philadelphia, and Trenton. For the day on Thursday, which is tomorrow, a period of MVFR conditions should occur, especially in the afternoon and early evening as showers move through with the cold front. South to southwest winds increasing to 10 to 15 knots, gust up to 20 knots, becoming westerly at night and diminishing some. Friday VFR, there's a strong west to northwest wind at 15 to 20 knots, gust up to around 30 knots, then diminishing some at night. Saturday and Sunday VFR, but it's going to be a northwesterly wind at 10 to 20 knots on Saturday, diminishing at night and during the day on Sunday. So it's active weather pattern, breezy weather pattern, and a cooling down weather pattern over the next 36 to 48 hours. Right now outside of Newark, it's 51, dew point 49, humidity 92%. The wind is already out of the northwest at 12. A few clouds at 1200, 2700, 3600. And basically very little in the way of precipitation today. Scattered to broken ceilings, and VFR conditions will be improving from NVFR right now. Outside of Philadelphia, 55, dew point 50, humidity 83. The wind is northwest at 9. Few clouds at 1500, 3000, 5500. Again, scattered to broken overcast skies for this afternoon and evening, and we watch for the fog development with some light rain showers after midnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, mostly mid to late after midnight into just before dawn tomorrow morning into these terminals here. Large-scale satellite view this morning shows our wave of low pressure south of Cape Cod moving away. Here is Hurricane Kate, which as of 4 a.m. has been upgraded to a hurricane with 92-mile-per-hour winds. It's forecasted to remain a hurricane as it heads slightly to the north and east out into the Atlantic coastal waters, and this is going to influence the blocking pattern briefly as all of this heat energy. We can see the convection here that starts out on the radar imagery this morning begins to weaken, but this is definitely still warm core, and it's still a hurricane as it moves to the north and east and eventually becoming extratropical over the next 24 hours. Taking a look at the forecasted charts for this afternoon, here's our wave of low pressure exiting the southern New England coast. Still little clouds left over. Main focus for today will be out in the central plains here with this deep low pressure area moving towards the Great Lakes and then later the Canadian Maritimes and Quebec. But it's going to be producing a lot of snow across the Colorado Rockies into the northern plains, rain, showers, and heavy downpours, thunderstorms, severe weather in this area here that's shaded in red. By this afternoon, the low is already lifting up towards the Great Lakes region. Again, the warm front moving into the Ohio River Valley area. Severe watch boxes could be in portions of this region where we're going to be in an unstable air mass just to the south, and that's where severe weather will be occurring during today. By tonight, that storm system is really wrapping up towards the Great Lakes here as it moves towards the St. Lawrence River Valley and Quebec. This cold front will be moving through our region during the day on Friday. There'll be more showers developing to our south and west here. Some of these could be locally heavy, but still less than 1/4 of an inch of rain for most of the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia area by tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening as the warm front moves just to our north and west, and then the front becomes occluded as it moves into our region with a chance of showers into the day on Friday morning as the storm system really ramps up here across Quebec, Canada, and deepens with a secondary cold front moving through the region probably by later Friday night, early Saturday morning. There could be some downsloping colder air advection here with snow showers or rain showers across the lakes coming off the lakes, but most of our region in this downsloping air mass should remain mainly dry with cumulus cloud buildup in the afternoon on Saturday and gusty westerly winds. Going to be a chilly and breezy weekend as a secondary cold front moves through on Saturday morning and then ushers in strong and blustery westerly winds, but the high pressure building to our south and west over us with a wind relaxation by Sunday under generally fair skies with some afternoon scattered cumulus clouds and a warming trend beginning during the day on Monday and continuing into early Tuesday. Here's a look at your forecasted temperatures for this afternoon. Around 57 in Central Park, up to 64 in the Philadelphia, New York City, Philadelphia metropolitan area. Tomorrow, not much change. Still temperatures averaging around 60 to 65 degrees across the region. By the time we get to Friday evening, temperatures will be generally running around normal, around 58 degrees, but you notice the cold pool building to our west here. As that cold front comes through, temperatures drop off into the upper 40s to around 50 in the hills of northwest Jersey, the Hudson River Valley area, parts of Connecticut. During the afternoon on Saturday, temperatures remain above 50 here in the city and also in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Sunday is going to be a cool day. In fact, Saturday night, Sunday morning could see temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s common across the interior and hillier valleys here. Daytime afternoon highs on Sunday averaging between 50 and 55 degrees across all of the areas. By the time we get to Monday, temperatures again beginning to start to warm up again around normal, 59 to 60 degrees. And by Tuesday, things begin to stabilize once again, where temperatures are still hovering right around the 60-degree mark with a few lower 50s across the interior and hillier mountains here of northwestern New Jersey and the Poconos. So for everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Happy Veterans Day. Thank a veteran out there for everyone today. Be safe out there, and we'll see you bright and early on Thursday morning.